Picture the night sky on a clear evening, far from city lights. You can see a few thousand stars, maybe the smudge of the Milky Way. It feels dense, full, like the universe is packed with light. But zoom out far enough, and something strange appears. The universe is not dense at all. It looks like a sponge. Galaxies cluster into thin walls and long filaments, and between them stretch vast regions of almost nothing. Voids hundreds of millions of light years across, nearly empty of galaxies entirely. At first glance, it seems unremarkable. But there's more going on here than it appears. In this video, we explore why these voids exist, how they formed, and what problem, or rather what process, created them. To understand cosmic voids, it helps to first look at how matter was distributed in the very early universe. Shortly after the Big Bang, matter was not perfectly smooth. There were tiny fluctuations, regions slightly denser than others, regions slightly emptier. These differences were small, but they were enough. Gravity had somewhere to start. Wherever matter was slightly more concentrated, gravity pulled in more matter from the surrounding space. Denser regions attracted neighboring gas and dark matter, growing denser still. Over hundreds of millions of years, these regions collapsed into the first galaxies and galaxy clusters. Think of it like water collecting in slight dips in a surface. The dips do not need to be deep, they just need to exist. Over enough time, small advantages compound. That leads to a second constraint. The material that fell into those growing structures had to come from somewhere. It came from the surrounding regions, the areas that were already slightly underdense. As gravity fed the dense nodes, it drained the emptier zones. Over billions of years, those zones became emptier still. This is not a secondary effect. It's the direct consequence of the same process. The voids did not form separately from the structure. They're the other side of it. But this creates another requirement. For the first several billion years, this process played out under gravity alone. But the universe is also expanding, and roughly 5 billion years ago, that expansion began accelerating, driven by what we call dark energy. This expansion stretches the distances between galaxy clusters faster than gravity can bridge them. Matter already inside a void has no strong gravitational pull drawing it out, so it stays. The void persists, and in some cases, grows. Dark energy did not create the voids, but it locked them in place. What we see when we map the large-scale structure of the universe is not chaos. It's the accumulated result of tiny imbalances, amplified over billions of years by gravity, then frozen in place by expansion. The voids are not empty because nothing formed there. They're empty because everything that could leave did. There's something clarifying about that. The universe's largest structures and its largest absences are made of exactly the same process, just seen from opposite sides. Thank you for watching. I hope this gave you a slightly clearer picture of how the universe arranged itself.